scream, they scream. We all scream for a Crochet Chunky Ice Cream. With a twist! Here's to the year-round dessert that we crave for in summer, during the hot season, or even when it's cold. You could never go wrong with this plushie that everyone of all ages would love. Anyways, gather up these materials before we start crocheting our chunky ice cream chick. I used a thick, chunky chenille fancy blanket towel yarn from Dynamix in the colors buttermilk for the ice cream, khaki for the cone, and orange for the beak. I also used a 7mm hook, yarn scissors, tapestry needle, fillers, stitch markers, and of course, our safety eyes. Now let's start! We'll start creating the ice cream using our buttermilk yarn. First, we create a magic ring. We create a magic ring by forming your fingers like this, then hold the end of the yarn. Then wrap the yarn around your fingers and create an X. Rotate your fingers. Get your hook and insert it under the right yarn and pull the left yarn under. Twist it and create a slip stitch by yarning over and pulling through the loop. For our first row, we'll create 6 single crochets inside the magic ring. We create a single crochet by inserting the hook, yarn under, and pull through. Then yarn over and pull through both loops on the hook. And now we have our first single crochet. Now put a stitch marker in the first stitch. Then create 5 more single crochets. Now that we have 6 single crochets, pull the tail to close your ring. Now remove the stitch marker, and for row 2, we'll create an increase in each stitch. We create an increase by making 2 single crochets in one stitch. So, our first single crochet, don't forget to put a stitch marker on your first stitch. Then another single crochet on the same stitch. So now we have 2 single crochets, and that's our first increase. Continue making an increase on each stitch. We should have a total of 12 stitches at the end of our second row. For the third row, we create 1 single crochet, then 1 increase. So a single crochet on the first stitch. Now 2 single crochets on the next stitch. And that's our first round. Do this until the end of the row. 1 single crochet, then 1 increase. We should have a total of 18 stitches at the end of our third row. For our fourth row, we create 1 single crochet, 1 increase, then 1 single crochet. So a single crochet on the first stitch. Now an increase. Create 1 single crochet, then another single crochet on the same stitch. Then lastly, a single crochet on the next stitch. And that's our first round. Repeat this until the end of our fourth row. 1 single crochet, 1 increase, then 1 single crochet. We should have a total of 24 stitches in our fourth row. For the fifth row, we'll create 3 single crochets, then 1 increase. So 1 single crochet on the first 3 stitches. Then an increase. Repeat this pattern until the end of the fifth row. 3 single crochets, then 1 increase. We should have a total of 30 stitches in our fifth row. For row 6 until row 10, we'll create a single crochet in each stitch. So we should have a total of 30 stitches at the end of our 10th row. For row 11, we'll create 3 single crochets and then 1 decrease. So 1 single crochet on the 3 stitches. Then a decrease. Create a decrease by inserting your hook on the front loop of the stitch, then on the front loop of the next stitch. Yarn under and pull through. Then yarn over and pull through both loops. Continue this pattern until the end of the row. 3 single crochets and 1 decrease. Since we decreased, We should have a total of 24 stitches at the end of row 11. For row 12, we'll create 1 single crochet, 1 decrease, then 1 single crochet. So 1 single crochet on the first stitch, then a decrease. Then another single crochet. Continue this pattern until the end of the row. 1 single crochet, 1 decrease, and 1 single crochet. We should have a total of 18 stitches at the end of row 12. For row 13, using the front loop only, we'll create 3 half double crochets in the same stitch and then slip stitch. We create a half double crochet by wrapping our hook, insert the hook into the stitch, yarn under, and pull through. Now we'll yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Do this 3 times in the same stitch. Now create a slip stitch on the next stitch. Continue this pattern until the end of the row. 3 half double crochets in the same stitch, then slip stitch on the next stitch. In the end, cut your yarn and then pull through. Now, we're gonna change the color of our yarn. Get your khaki yarn. Remove your stitch marker and insert your crochet needle in the back loop of the first stitch. If we use the front loop for our decrease, now use the back loop for this part. Now yarn over and pull through. Chain 1 to secure your yarn. We make a chain by yarning over and pulling through the loop. For our 14th row, we'll create a single crochet in each stitch, but in the back loop only. We should have a total of 18 stitches at the end of our 14th row. For row 15 and row 16, we'll create a single crochet in each stitch in the normal way. No back loop or front loop. We should have a total of 18 stitches at the end of our 16th row. Now before we proceed, we'll have to put the eyes for our plushie. This process is totally subjective and depends on your preference where you'll put the eyes. But for me, I put it between row 7 and 8 with a 3 to 4 stitch gap. By the way, I'm using a 12 by 16mm oval anime stylized safety eyes. It already has white dots that makes it cute, so I no longer need to put lining. Once they're in place, we'll lock our safety eyes. In using safety eyes, all we have to do is put the lock of the safety eyes with the flat part facing the yarn. So like this. And once it popped, it's all good. Do not push it too much since the eyes might be in too deep. Remember that once the safety eyes are locked, you could no longer remove it unless you frog the yarn. After putting the eyes, it's now time to put the stuffing. Stuff based on your own liking, but just enough that it feels like a plushie to you. The filler that I use tends to soften later on, so I fill in all spaces with the filler. So it also depends on the filler that you use. Also, continue filling the plushie as you progress in each row. Now going back, for row 17, we'll create 1 single crochet and then a decrease. So 1 single crochet in the first stitch, then a decrease. Continue this pattern until the end of the row. 1 single crochet and 1 decrease. We should have a total of 12 stitches at the end of row 17. For row 18, we'll create a single crochet in each stitch. So we should have a total of 12 stitches at the end of our 18th row. For row 19, we'll create 1 single crochet and then a decrease. So 1 single crochet on the first stitch, then a decrease. Continue this pattern until the end of the row. 1 single crochet and 1 decrease. We'll do this 4 times, so we should have a total of 8 stitches at the end of our 19th row. For row 20, we'll create a single crochet in each stitch. So we should have a total of 8 stitches at the end of our 20th row. Lastly, for row 21, we'll create a decrease until able to close the remaining hole. So, 4 decrease. Afterwards, cut your yarn and hide the tail inside the cone. And then we're done with our ice cream. But to have a slight twist, this is not just an ice cream, but an ice cream chick. In creating the beak, get your orange yarn and start with a magic ring. Now chain 3. Create a slip stitch on the second chain. Then a single crochet on the first chain. Now create a chain inside the magic ring. Then create 2 more chains. Now slip stitch on the second chain. Then single crochet on the first chain. Lastly, slip stitch inside the magic ring. Now pull the tail of the ring. Cut your yarn with a long tail. Make sure that you retain both tails. Now for the comb, get your buttermilk yarn and start with the magic ring. It depends on you what color would the comb be. It could be orange or red or any color you want. Now, slip stitch. And then, chain 2. Now create 2 half double crochets inside the magic ring. Then, chain 2 again. Slip stitch into the magic ring. Now chain 1. Then create 2 single crochets inside the magic ring. Chain 1 again. And lastly, slip stitch into the magic ring. Now pull the tail of the ring to close it. Cut your yarn with a long tail and pull through. Make sure that you retain both tails. Now that all the parts are complete, all that we need to do is attach the beak and the comb to the ice cream. If you have a preferred way of attaching the beak and comb, do it. Get your tapestry needle and insert the tail of the beak. Now insert your needle to where you want to place your beak. Then insert the needle back to the beak. Now insert it again to the beak. Then to the top of the ice cream. Do the same with the other tail. Make sure that both tails are on the same stitch in the end. Now create a knot twice. Then cut nearest to the knot. Hide the knot inside the body. Do the same process with the comb. Determine where you want to attach your comb, then weave it to the ice cream. Insert your needle to the ice cream. Then insert your needle to the comb and back to the ice cream. Repeat this until you're satisfied with how the comb is attached. Similar to the beak, in the end, insert the tails to one side of the ice cream, making sure that both tails are on the same stitch in the end. Now create a knot twice. Then cut your yarn nearest to the knot. Hide the knot inside the body. Ice cream chillin' chillin', ice cream chillin'. Did anyone order an ice cream chick? Make your friends, kids, and loved ones scream with this ice cream plushie, perfect as a gift, especially with the upcoming holiday season. You can customize its color or parts and turn it into your own version. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Be sure to like and subscribe to be updated on future videos. Comment below if you have requests or suggestions on what I should make next. See you in my next tutorial. Bye!